Hey folks, it's Ben. Welcome to this tripoded video of how to change the spark plugs in your 1989 Ford Probe GT. Probably 2-liter and 2.2 liter and 2.2 liter turbo with the 12 valve 4-cylinder engine. Now, this was going to be an awesome video because I'm like, great! I bought some spark plugs for it. Admittedly, the cheapest ones I could find. They're an Autolite copper 5224. You can get a whole variety of ranges of metals and stuff for spark plugs, but those are the cheapest I could get at about $3 a piece. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I just bought a Fiero. It came with brand new wires I'm not going to use. Perfect, I'll be able to use these because it's got a distributor too, right? Wrong again. Unfortunately, because we're swapping makes here between GM and Ford, Ford has a little bit different style of plug on their distributor. If you notice, if I wiggle this one off, it's a plug that's in this on the wire and it plugs into a port on the distributor, where GM typically has a post that sticks up and it actually has a receiving cup in the wire. So even on a distributor car like the Fiero over here, still not compatible, so I still don't have wires for these mouse riddled ones. Now these, while are mouse riddled, are technically still there, but I know the plugs are crap and we've run the hell out of it for a while, so maybe they've cleaned up. But I'm willing to bet that they haven't, so let's just assume they haven't and swap them out. First part of this project that I'm going to do is actually gap all my plugs. Now, what gap do I go to, or what do I use? Well, here's a spark plug gapping tool. It's just this little thing with little feeler wire gauges there that you see. And right on your hood, you should find, bam, right here, it's spark plug, and then it's also in French. And the gap, which is 0.39 or 0.039 to 0.043. So in that case, if we look at our gauge here, and if we can actually read it because it's so bright in the sun, and I'm going to hit the camera a bunch of times. We got 45 here and a 40 here. So let's just shoot for the 40s on all these. So we'll open them up out of the package. I'll time lapse this part, and we'll just gap them all to 40. Hopefully our camera holds out on us. It was in the sun, so it's getting a little warm. It says, oh, I can't use my flash right now. We're in 5/8 land for these spark plugs. We're just going to go down the line 1 through 4 and change them. So we'll yank this guy out. Shouldn't be too hard. They were just out when I showed the video of how to, when we were trying to figure out why it wouldn't start. We pulled all the plugs and found out how bad they are. Let's go ahead and put this on to loose. These should not be in super duper tight because I put them in. Like they are not at all, which is nice. They were kind of a let's just see if we can get it started type of tight. We'll put them in a hair tighter this time because they're going to go in, and that's the last time we'll ever see these again. Unless we end up pulling this motor and putting it something that's got more of a body around it. So I didn't get all that all the way out. And yeah, these are, judging by the looks, very long-legged, so they're going quite a way into the head. There we go. Come on out, you. So let's take a look and see how this one is. It is almost completely fouled. It's, oops, wrong. There we go. Focus on the spark plug. Yeah, it's got a, that could be fresh. Nope, it's not fresh. This cylinder is a pile of crap. So, perfect. Good move on that one. Let's get that thing out of here. I am going to dab a little bit of thread lubricant on this one. / anti-seize. It's not even the good stuff, it's just stuff. And we'll wiggle this one in there. Get it going and tag it in, and we'll do the next one. Cylinder number 2 is dirty. That could be because of me. But okay, it's actually faring quite alright. It's bad, but this is the one that fights me the whole way out and in, so obviously something's up with the head threading, but we'll put a new one on there. That's cool. Glad that one's come around a little bit. Next one, got some crap on it, but the gap is good. Not over, it's not as warm as the other cylinder, to be honest with you, for what we've driven it for. Also filthy. Motorcraft though, all of them Motorcrafts, at least they're probably original one. Sorry. 256 kilometers, that would be awful. But anyway, good enough. Let's put the new one in, move on to cylinder 4. And cylinder 4 once again. Maybe that's just me, a little gap across the crap, general filth and crap everywhere. But you know, they're coming around. I think these would have been probably okay. But yeah, whatever. I'm having a hard time getting this car to get over 80 kilometers an hour right now, so something's amiss. Probably in the turbo, but maybe in the fuel system. Tough to say. But let's eliminate the ignitions. I would have loved to change the wires. Probably could be arcing out somewhere, as far as I know. We'll make sure their separation's good. But last plug. So, cool. Wires are done. Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and undo the zip tie. Not that I don't like zip ties, but there's a wire loom here. Oops, there's several of them. And while these are leaky, let's go ahead and keep them apart from each other. So we're just going to sneak these in to where they need to be. And they're not too bad here, just so they don't rub each other and short each other out. The car runs fine. Like I said, I just can't get any horsepower out of it. So that'll be an upcoming video on just the car parts we fight with. But this is how you change the spark plugs on your Ford Probe. If you have any questions, actually Mazda 626 I guess too. If you have any questions, ask them, comments, leave them, and subscribe to my channel, Turbo331, for more about this car, the other Probe, Fieros, Grand Prix, Buicks, Equinoxes, you name it. And we'll see you next time.